Hey everyone, it's Nelson Miller here with PA Creative. I'm the creator of the Divi Tabs Maker plugin. And today I have an update that I'd like to show you the new features and improvements that we did. So this is version 2.3. You can get all the details here in the blog post that's linked down below, and also in the changelog, which we always keep up to date here. In the docs, Divi Tabs Maker /changelog, so you can see the full list of changes there. We'll go over a couple of highlights here real quick. So first of all, you can use a tab as a link now. And I say this, at first I thought that was silly when a customer requested this feature. I'm like, well, no, that's for a menu. And then I realized they had some really good use cases for it. They had some tabs that had actual content right there, and then they needed to link to an external site or to another page with more information. And then I realized, hey, this thing could work like a menu, and it kind of does. It's not intended to be a menu, but it's like, okay, you could use it as a menu now. We added this option, so let me show you that actually. So in the module, go into an individual tab, and then in this very first tab, right inside the tab, down here, use tab as link. So we're just adding that feature, and then you can type in the URL. Make sure you have like the full HTTPS at the beginning, and then new tab or not. So that's cool. That, like, if I click this blue part now, it will literally go to that link rather than the normal tab content. All right, so here's an improvement. The shapes feature that we have, if you go to tab settings, there's different shapes. So you can see shape 1, shape 2, 3, etc. So like, for example, that one there, it looks great on desktop, or even this one, right? But when you would go to put it on a phone, it looks like that, and it's not, it's not the best. So what we did, customer pointed this out, we didn't have a responsive icon here, so these tabs weren't here. So now what you can do, so here I have it enabled for desktop, but let's say if I go to tablet here, right, I want it disabled. So you could have it on, just doesn't look quite right, but that's cool to be able to control that pretty device like that to improve that experience. All right, so next is this image and icon alignment with the text. So when the tab text is aligned to the left or right, there's not really an issue. But let's say here, in fact, let me just, I'm going to write something here. While we are in here, I'm going to make it readable. I will make that white. Oh, and now I got to make the icon something like white or yellow. So this setting here, see that there, how it's moving it? When it's centered like that, it doesn't look right. Well, it might look fine to you, but if you don't want it that way, you can actually change it here. And now if I'm in the icon, and I can say align icon with text, right? So, well, now it's on. Now it's over there. So let me go back in there. All right, so there we go. Now you can align the icon or the image. See, in this tab I had selected the icon, so if I was doing image, I would have to go in and do the setting for that. Same thing, so it keeps it nicely aligned with it. Next one is multiple deep linking on the same page. So we had a customer who wanted more than one Divi Tabs Maker module on the page, but what we were finding is that, like, he had one in the header, in the actual header. I don't know why it was in the header, and then one in the page, but the numbers, the IDs of the tabs were not, they were the same, therefore it wasn't working right. So we've improved that. So deep linking is like, well, first of all, make sure it's enabled, go to tab settings, and then you can come in here, it's at the bottom. Deep linking is enabled. So I'll get out of the builder here and show you quick. So I could like hover over, like, let's say this middle tab, and right click, and I could say copy link address, right? That's one way to do it. So I could go up here to my browser and type, and it's going to actually have, see how it went to this blue tab. In the URL, I had ID, and then there's this ID. So this is the ID of this blue tab right here. I could do the same thing with this one if I, all right, so there, now if I had this link on another page and I clicked it, I would come to this third tab, and then you would see the content of that third tab or the second one. So it's a really cool way to have, if someone's reading about something that's in that tab or about that tab, you can take them to that one rather than the whole section, and then they're like, oh wait, where, what was it? Because if it's on this one by default, which I just made that one a link, oops. If you're on this one and you want them to be on this one, it could be confusing. So anyway, improvements and fixes, you can check the changelog. We actually have a little bit of fixes here, but that's the main gist of this update. Different little things that we had put in there in the background, and then a couple of the main features. So hope you like that. Let me know if you have more ideas. We're always open to new ideas and always looking to improve the plugin. So I hope you enjoy that, and we'll see you all in the next video.